So, I never really thought I'd say this, but we need to talk about Stanley cups. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and the day before I watched a few of those Stanley Cup craze videos, right? Well, I came across one this morning and it kind of bothered me, but I kind of knew it was going to happen. You know, I think all of the Stanley Cup craze may stem from water talk. You know what I mean? And I find nothing wrong with water talk. I think that, we can just leave those ladies alone and they're having fun, with their water and their Stanley Cup collections. But now there is a craze, and we've seen the, videos at Target where people were, mobbing for the pink Stanley Cups that were limited edition and stuff. Do you guys like my dupe? It was $10.99 on Amazon. And one of the things that people like Stanley Cups for, they say, is the handle. But, I don't need a handle. I got this one because I don't know if you can tell, but it's sparkly. I absolutely love it. So this is like a handleless Stanley dupe. It was $10.99 from Amazon, and it came with a bunch of stuff. A lot of the features, people say they're great. I saw this one video. I was like, why is there a craze? Are they really that wonderful and awesome? And this guy, he tried out several different, tumblers, and he did rate the Stanley Cup the best, from leaking and whatever and whatnot. I came across this video today, and it's about kids getting bullied over fake Stanley Cups. I knew this was going to happen. And I will link that video down below and you can check it out. But basically, one little girl, she picked out a cup that she would have liked, and took it to school, and then she was bullied for it, right? And, another little girl was being bullied for her Stanley Cup, and her mom was talking to her about it. So, this is probably happening a lot, and I think it's awful. A lot of these kids that are being bullied for these fake Stanley Cups actually picked out these cups because they're really young. And, part of it I don't get. When I was a kid, I was not, and I'm in my 40s, right? Early 40s. I was not wanting to get, when I was a small child, like these kids' ages, I was not wanting a water bottle. I was wanting Barbies and stuff, So, the world has changed, and schools, they just don't do a very good job at handling bullying, in my opinion. It's one of the reasons why I homeschooled, and I'm so grateful that I did. My kids are very much themselves, and, they were not influenced by stuff like, oh, I need to have this Stanley Cup or whatever, right? My oldest did go to public school, and he still, honestly, he was not like that, but you know what I'm saying. These small children are being bullied because they're not coming in with $45 Stanley Cups. And not all families who have children going to school can afford that. That is the issue, right? So, these kids aren't even on TikTok, I would hope. You know what I mean? Like, younger than like 10 years old? I hope not. I don't know. Wow, I'm glad my kids are old enough to, I don't have to worry about them like trying to sneak onto TikTok or something like that when they're really young. But in the comments of the video I'm going to link below, there was suggestions of, when my kid was going to school, not the school he went to, but other schools we're banning Pokemon cards from being brought, you know? And I do remember my son taking in Pokemon cards and the older kids, like trading with him and giving him kind of crappy cards, you know, and taking his really good ones. But I digress. And Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all of that stuff. You know, one of the suggestions in the comments, and I think maybe this is the way to go for at least elementary schools. Do you know what I'm saying? In middle school and high school, I know it may be a problem with bullying, but, you know, small children should not feel pressure to have a $35 tumbler. Do you know what I mean? So maybe elementary schools could ban these things. You know what I'm saying? And say to bring a more lightweight bottle to school if you're going to bring a water bottle, or limit it to like 16 ounces or something like that. So, you know, people aren't trying to outdo each other with water bottles. But that's just all I had to say today. You know, this is just a quick little video to pop on. Probably my first little rant about something on YouTube. But it really bothers me. You know, teenagers, they're going to bully each other. And they're going to do it about clothing brands and all that stuff. So water bottles, you know, that fits the bill too. But I do find it kind of appalling that we have children younger than 10 being bullied over a freaking tumbler. A logo on a damn cup. That's pitiful. That shows me like a pitiful state of being for, you know, our culture. It makes me sad. But I digress. You know, I find that suggestion may be a good thing for elementary schools at least to ban Stanley cups. You know, say that they can bring in smaller, more lightweight water bottles. They can refill them, you know, at the water fountain or something like that. Yep, that's all I have to say today. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.